They've had John Bon Jovi and Justin Timberlake. Streisand and the Stones are due at the O2 in London's Docklands. Tonight, Amir Khan, Britain's brightest young boxing star, is packing them in. He's challenging Willie Limond, the respected Glaswegian champion, and hoping to win his first major belt. The Commonwealth lightweight title is on the line.
Good left hand from Khan. Khan will just pick him apart. Great right hand. Blurring hand speed. Oh, good shot from Khan. It was the speed.
Hello, good evening to you all from ringside. Well, Amir Khan has blown away 12 professional opponents so far, but he's upset at accusations that he has been given an easy ride. Tonight, though, represents a big step up. The Scottish champion, Willie Limond, is the real deal. After that, we're delighted to be joined by Ricky Hatton, MBE, to look at his show-stopping performance in Las Vegas. Then, the big men, Skelton, Sprott, for the Commonwealth heavyweight title. We mustn't forget, it was just 3 years ago that Amir Khan won that Olympic silver medal. He is still only 20 years of age. He is still learning his trade, but Amir Khan is rocketing towards world class.
It was a journey which began while fighting for the flag. Losing in the Olympic final isn't something that's easy to forget.
He's ready.
Avenging defeat against Mario Kindelan was the first step on Khan's quest for greatness. His last amateur act.
It was a big decision, yeah. I mean, turning professional from the amateurs, because I love the amateurs.
The nation had a new hero, and he came from Bolton. The terror attacks of 7/7 failed to disrupt the fighter and his following. Focused on debut, the crowds still turned out.
As soon as I went in the ring and the bell went, that's when I had to go and let it all out.
Khan has got him down within the first 20 seconds. And victory helped heal a divide.
I think this was all for London, dedicated to London, what happened, and I thought we need to all get on.
Thrust into the limelight, he's a figurehead for his faith and his fans, an ambitious new breed of icon. 12 fights down the road, hardly any have lasted 3 rounds.
And they have been good lads with a box.
It's all over!
I make them look ordinary.
It's time to turn Olympic silver into professional gold.
I mean, I'm still 20 at the moment. I know I'm not hit my peak yet. Hopefully one will be a world champion when I'm 21.
Tonight, Khan has to take the title from Willie Limond, age 28, beaten just once in 29 fights by Alex Arthur. He fights for a world title here on ITV next Saturday. No disgrace in that. Limond's had a torturous training camp. He is the champion, battle-hardened and very capable. He seems unfazed by all the Khan ballyhoo.
I think I'm going to win this fight. I really believe I'm going to win this fight.
Limond, Khan for the Commonwealth title. It is time for the big fight live.
Barry McGuigan joining me ringside. Barry, Amir is moving up a gear here.
Yeah, undoubtedly. This is a new phase in his career. This is winning up and cleaning up the domestic scene. He wants to win the Commonwealth title, the British title, and obviously the European title and world titles are in his vision as well. But this is a crucial fight tonight. He must win, and more importantly, he must prove to the people who say he can't punch wrong, and that's what he wants to do tonight. He wants to knock Willie Limond out.
Cheers, Barry, thank you. John Rawling, our acclaimed Royal Television Society Commentator of the Year. He is poised there with 3-time world champion Duke McKenzie. First, your MC at the O2, Michael Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the building, the challenger from Bolton, Amir Khan.
Instantaneously, the crowd rises and the young icon is illuminated behind the point at which we're commentating at ringside in this magnificent arena in the former Millennium Dome. They've come out in force to see Amir Khan take the next step up, and the next step he hopes towards his first major title. He says in the 2 years in which he's been a professional, he's graduated. He's moved from being a boy prodigy towards being a genuine fighting man. And now is his moment that he has to prove it as he goes in against a seasoned champion in Willie Limond. 2 years to the day that he turned professional, had his first fight up there in Bolton, and now here he is, the star of the show in arguably the most glamorous arena in Britain. Step up in class, he knows that. He's blown so many away. Will he now blast his way towards the Commonwealth title?
And now making his entrance, the champion from Glasgow, Scotland, Willie Limond.
There's a few cheers around the arena, but also a lot of travelling Scottish fans, and the Scottish flags are fluttering on the far side. They intend giving their man every possible advantage that they can. Limond, 28 wins, just 1 defeat. As Jim was telling you, his only defeat against Alex Arthur, who is a world-class super featherweight. Proud man. He said to me this week, Amir Khan has impressed me. I won't have all the answers to everything he does, but I'll be asking a few questions of my own, and I'll be asking questions which he might not have the answers for. Well, we will see. It's going to be fascinating. Commonwealth lightweight title action, and we've got all that action for you after the break. Welcome back to the O2 Arena, the Commonwealth lightweight title fight coming up. Amir Khan against Willie Limond, and our Master of Ceremonies, Michael Pass, will now give the formal introductions.
And so, people of London and viewers watching on ITV1, this is the Big Fight Live! Introducing to you firstly the challenger, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black spangled shorts trimmed with red, white, blue and green. At the weigh-in yesterday he scaled 9 stone, 8 3/4 pounds. He has a perfect, unblemished record consisting of 12 contests, 12 wins. 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Presenting tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the 2004 Athens Olympic silver medalist from Bolton, the undefeated Amir Khan. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with silver. At the weigh-in yesterday, he also scaled 9 stone, 8 3/4 pounds. He has an excellent record consisting of 29 contests, 28 wins. 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout, with only the single solitary defeat. Tonight, he makes the proud first defense of his title, presenting the lightweight champion of the Commonwealth from Glasgow, Scotland, Willie Limond. When the action commences, the star referee in charge of the action, Mr. Marcus McDonnell from Twickenham. 12 3-minute rounds.
Right, guys, I expect you're both in the dressing room. You know what I expect. Act like professional at all times, obey my instructions. Watch your heads, keep it clean. Stop, come here, come here. That's your belt, okay? That's okay. That's not. That's okay. That's not. Okay, you understand? Let's hush, come here, let's go.
Final warning from the referee Marcus McDonald that he will stand no nonsense so far as low blows are concerned. Judges will decide the verdict here tonight. If it goes the distance, due for 12 rounds, is this going to be the moment that Amir Khan steps up a level and moves towards that first title, or is Willie Limond, likeable, dedicated professional from Glasgow, going to throw a spanner in the works? Khan often starts so quickly, and so often his opponents seem to be almost frozen in admiration of his work. Limond, a good technician, he's got a cute defence usually, but he's punished as he misses with that right hand. First little clubbing shot from Khan, and a good body shot as well.
Well, both boxers started exactly how I thought they might. Khan just being a little bit more cautious. You know, he's in against the champion in Limond. Limond looks very confident, looks absolutely steadfast at the moment.
Well, he certainly didn't look at all fazed by any of this, Limond, in the build-up to it. Looked very cool and composed. A good shot from Khan. That's at the weigh-in, but also at that weigh-in it was evident that Khan is physically maturing into a terrific athlete. And here goes the action hotting up in the very first round. Khan trying to work away to the body.
Landed a nice right-handed Khan. Limond took it pretty well.
Well, he's got a good chin, as Willie Limond, we know that. You don't get the sort of professional record that he's got, 28 wins and 1 defeat, without being a capable operator. And he believes that as a lightweight, he's a very much better fighter than he was earlier in his career when he lost that British title fight to Alex Arthur as a super featherweight. He's moved up now to the 9 stone 9 division and says he feels more comfortable there, punching harder there, and feels stronger.
Well, he's certainly going to be stronger. Whether he's got the speed to match Khan, which is what his strengths is, his speed and his footwork, is another question.
He had to dig deep, did Limond, to win this title last November when he beat Pacquiao Amir. Lotti, a real tough cookie, and it was a good performance. There again you see the hand speed of Khan. His detractors say we've not really seen him hit on the whiskers. How good's his chin? Khan believes that he's not had the credit that he deserves and that he will try and shut his critics up tonight.
Well, he's using good speed at the moment just to keep Limond thinking. Khan's not jumping around the ring like he normally does. He's planting his feet, trying to get maximum power on every punch he throws.
Opening period, I should tell you incidentally that there's a programme on ITV4 on Thursday at 9 PM. Khan, his story so far. I wonder what this latest episode is going to bring.
Limond doing a good
Limond.
Yeah, Limond doing a good job. He's matching Khan.
Intriguing. Well, Willie Limond gave Amir Khan something to think about in that opening round, as we suspected that he would. Khan's in a real fight, and Limond has shown that he is cute enough to get to Khan. Khan keeping his gloves very high there. And Billy Nelson, coach for Willie Limond for the first time, head coach since Peter Harrison moved away, saying you've got to throw your jab, work behind your jab, but then follow up with those cute right hands, which we saw evidence of in the closing seconds of the first round.
Well, the tactics of both boxers are quite obvious. Khan wants to get up to a quick start, use his speed and his skill to get himself into a handy points lead. Limond will want to try and weather the early storm and take him into the second half of the fight.
A good little exchange. There are some people around, you know, some seasoned journalists who've been following this sport a long time, who say that although Khan wants this world title so quickly, that Limond has actually come a little bit too quickly, and that the learning process should have continued longer before he got at Khan. Caught just off balance there. I don't think any great damage done. See the concentration etched across the face of Limond. So determined that he'll give the best account of himself possible on this, the biggest stage of his life.
Khan landed nice right hands.
Oh, and Limond going right into the face of Khan, trying to rough him up, trying to throw hurtful hooks of his own inside. And tight defence, keeping those right crosses from Khan at bay.
Limond's going to have to start moving his head and missing some of the jabs that Khan's catching him with. He will start to mark up around the face.
It was body shots, which pretty much did for Limond when he fought Alex Arthur. Softened up with attacks, hooks to the body.
Khan's speed, the deciding factor at the moment, John.
That's a smart right-hand counter there. Over the top of Limond's intended left-hand lead. Khan, one of the golden boys of British sport, emerging young talent, and probably doing enough to win this second round. Good shot. Oh, caught right on the bell.
I don't want to see that again.
2 rounds gone. This is a 12-rounder. There's a good shot in there. Willie Limond has landed some solid blows. And right on the bell, he caught Khan with a really good right hand, which rocked back the youngster's head. Oh, good right hand again from Limond. Showed him the left and then a little chopping right.
Well, it's good, intelligent boxing, as you would expect from someone with 29 fights with just solitary defeat. He knows his way around this ring. Khan's got to just do what he normally does, not get cocky or flash. Just needs to stick to his boxing, stay out of the early trouble. Now, smiling after you've taken a right hand is a sure indication that you've been hurt.
Limond tying Khan up pretty adeptly in close, not allowing the youngster to work with those big hooks. And seeing the swings coming from way off, that's a nice right hand from Limond. There's a little bit of bleeding from the nose of Limond, which they were attending to between rounds. A little bit of a nick around the corner of his left eye as well. Evidence of the accuracy of that left-hand lead of Khan. And a nice counter from Limond.
Well, he's reading the right hand that Khan was catching him with in the previous round, and he's slipping it now.
So the further it goes, the more he'll grow in confidence, perhaps. That's a good body shot from Khan. Nice, sweet counter from Limond.
Well, the champion giving an excellent account of himself. But Khan meeting him with nice little flurries.
Limond already showing that he's got a good enough chin to stand up to much of what's coming his way. Now has he got the seasoned pros boxing nous to stay with Khan?
Seems almost strange that we've got to say that Limond's got to fight the fight of his life to win this fight, but that's exactly what he has to do. With all the victories that he has behind him, you know, he should know this ring inside out and know what it takes to win.
Interesting third. You sense that Limond's starting to really fancy this one. Billy Nelson giving words of advice for Willie Limond. And look at the way he was sent off. He's still there. He can't wait to get at Khan. I thought he did enough to get a share of that last round. Maybe that's looking at it through Khan-type spectacles. Maybe there'll be plenty there who reckon that Willie Limond maybe even won that round. 12-rounder, remember this one. Good lead from Limond. Good hand speed from the Scot.
Well, if Limond could pull this off, it would be like winning the lottery for him.
Well, he's getting the biggest payday of his career as it is. Limond's right eye starting to bruise up. He's got that sort of angular face which always shows the marks of combat.
But he just landed a lovely overhand right on Khan. Some of Khan's punches now are falling short.
Stop boxing, step away, baby.
Khan was full of respect for Limond in the run-up to this. He said he's a good boxer, and Limond's showing that. He's trained long and hard as well, Limond. 10 weeks he's been away preparing for this. Got himself into the shape of his life, he says, and indeed has Khan. Nice little exchange.
Again, Khan's speed, just the deciding factor at this present moment in time. Hand speed is what's winning the fight for him.
Oh, that's a quality shot. Crowd absorbed by this one. Seems so often we've seen Amir Khan just blow his opponents away. Something's almost seems to happen to them on his opponents on their way into the ring. They talk a good fight beforehand, but then get in there and find it's an altogether different story. But Limond has got the skill and experience to carry his form in there.
But also what you find in the early part of your career, you get knockouts. You know,
right hand from Limond there, and Khan just wanted to hold on for a moment. That right hand, I think Khan felt that, and he's beckoning Limond in now, as much as to say, come on, let's have a bit more of it. But that right hand, that downward punch from Limond was the best shot that he's landed in this fight so far.
As you move up in class, the knockouts become fewer.
Limond really fancying that right hand. He's going looking for Khan. Fascinating round, and Limond arguably his best so far. Words of advice for Amir Khan. In Willie Limond's corner, they're saying, you're the champion, fight like a champion. And Khan's losing his speed, and take the speed away, and there's not so much left. Well, is that just words? Is that just bravado, aimed to raise Limond onto another level?
That's pretty good advice, I'd imagine.
Khan just a little bit ragged as he tries to get inside with those hooks. Nice tight defence from Limond, giving Khan plenty of problems as he tries to land those overhand rights. How did you score that last round, Duke? Did you give it to Limond?
I did give it to Limond. Only just, but I give him the round. Clear round.
Good right hand again from Limond.
He's timing that right hand pretty well. Khan takes a reasonable shot. Okay, Limond's not the biggest puncher in the world, but he's getting through.
Khan was telling me that his shirt size has gone up to 17 inches. That's for a lad who weighs, what, 9 stone 9, is a mighty big shirt. Gives them away to some of the lads in his gym, and I think younger brother Harry is going to be the best dressed young lad in Bolton before too long.
Khan still winning the fight with the hand speed. Just snappier boxing. Just a little bit busier than Limond. Limond's looks like his right eye's got a bit of a swelling underneath it.
Yeah, he got that a couple of rounds ago, and they're working away at that between rounds with the iron to flatten out the bruising. But Willie Limond, full of ambition, full of desire to prove himself. This is his big stage as well. Let's not forget that. Biggest fight of his life.
Limond just waiting too long. And Khan's long arms are able to keep him at bay.
Nice body shot from Khan. Stepped to the side and landed a good solid hook. And back comes Limond with some of his own. Only the second time that Willie Limond's actually fought outside Scotland. Beat Trevor Smith at York Hall way back in 2001. Well, Amir Khan's winning this fight, at least on our corner, but having said that, Limond is right in there, and the Scot was being told by his corner, now let's try and step up the pace and see if he can go with you, and as you do so, try and work away to the body with hooks.
Well, this is where you would have thought that Limond's experience will start to tell in the second half of the fight. We're about to find out just how well Khan has developed.
Good uppercut from Khan that launched that particular flurry of blows. Limond takes it well, though.
This Khan at the moment is being the more imaginative, looking to step to his right to land the right hand, give yourself the angle to throw the shot.
Khan respectful though. Oh, and he's caught by left hand, and the right is a left hook that did the damage, and Khan goes down. He's saying he's been pushed, but he's down. That is the knockout that spells danger time for Khan, and he's still looking unsteady. What's all this about? Well, he's in danger land now, and Limond's looking to take him out. The right hand lands again. And Khan, if he takes another big shot here, could be taken out. He's holding on and trying to cling on for all he is worth.
The right hand came right round. Limond's been trying it for the last 3 rounds. Finally landed it.
And he gets in with an uppercut. And Khan has got to get his gloves up.
Well, this is where the experience now of Limond might just tell.
His family are all on their feet at ringside on the far side of the ring there.
He's gone.
And Limond, I think, is looking to take him out. Khan, a little bit of kidology, saying something to Limond, but Limond, the canny pro from Scotland, might be about to burst a very, very significant bubble.
John Khan doesn't know where he is right now. He's being defiant.
A huge right hand from Limond.
So he's been absolutely defiant and trying to talk himself back into the fight.
He's talking all the time in there, but I think as much to himself as to Willie Limond, who's had that knockdown. This is going to be a 10-8 round for Limond unless something spectacular happens in the last 30 seconds, and that puts the Scot right in it. His corner said step up the pace, so let's see if he can go with it, and the answer at the moment is that he's not been able to. Khan still looks on unsteady legs to me.
But Khan doing the right thing, looking to his corner for instruction, wasn't quite sure where he was. It will be a 10-8 round, John.
Oh, that's better from Khan. Well, that is extraordinary. At first, you could argue, well, he's been down before in his career, but that's really the first genuine knockdown of his career. And Oliver Harrison came sprinting out of the corner, hurling water at Khan. And let's now hear what he's saying.
Amir, look at me. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You're trying too hard, man. You're trying too hard. You don't need to.
Trying too hard. Left hand, right hand, and then that big shot, Duke, and he was all over the place for a good 3/4 of a minute after that.
Well, he'd been trying it, you know, from about the second or third round on. You know, Khan has always been a little bit suspect to carrying his left hand low and was found out.
Well, that is going to be one of the sporting images, if not the sporting image of the weekend. Khan there is all over the place. Khan's on his feet in that corner, marked up around the eyes, not listening too much, I'm not sure, in that corner. Let's hope he is, because there is a long way in this fight to go. It's a 12-rounder, and this is round 7.
Well, this is where Khan really has to try and show his class, call on the amateur pedigree that he has, the high pedigree that he had, I should say, and try and just outbox Limond. Okay, this is professional boxing and anything goes. Limond knows what to do and how to finish a fight. Let's see if he can do that.
Khan, for my way of looking at it, has got to get more lateral movement, because as he comes forward in straight lines, he is a sitting target for that right hand. That's been the damage shot.
Well,
he's got to box his way through here. Sorry, Duke, he's got to box his way through here now and try and rely on that hand speed, but you can see the nervousness all over him as he's beaten with that jab once again. He's tense. Oliver Harrison was saying you're trying too hard.
Well, Khan's starting to throw don't hit me punches, doesn't want to get too close to Limond. He's had a taste of the right hand. He's got to box him at range. He's got to box him at range and keep him at range. You can see the urgency in Limond's eyes. Can sense victory. He's like a bloodhound at the moment.
Remember, Willie Limond has done the 12-round distance before. Khan has never been there. If it goes the 12-round distance, he'll be into uncharted territory. Good right hand from Khan, and Limond now has to give a little bit of ground.
Limond just look a little bit shaky there.
Some of Khan's critics have said, let's see him in a real fight. This is a real fight. Trust me. Oh, good uppercut from Khan. Great right hand. He's turned it round. The right hand did it. Detonated on the chin of Limond. And now it's one knockdown apiece.
Well, what a response from Khan. He's had to dig in and he's had to answer the critics with his overhand right. Limond's at 6s and 7s all over the place, but he's got experience to hold on and try and weather this storm.
Hands all around this auditorium on their feet, and Khan's looking to finish this. He senses that this fight could end here. The head's boring in. Referee Marcus McDonald taking a close look. Oh, what a fight this has turned out to be. And Khan now tags in once more. Dangerous moments for Limond, who's hanging on desperately. Can he see it through to the end of this 7th round? Terrific response from Khan. That right uppercut that he slammed into the head of Limond was class. And when you think where he was not 3 or 4 minutes ago, barely knowing where he was, Amir Khan, he has shown something of a champion's resolve in coming back. Well, what a response, and what a round for Amir Khan. And now, anxious moments for Willie Limond and for his trainer, Billy Nelson. That's the response of the Khan fans.
Deep breath. You okay? Well, look at me. Right, okay.
That uppercut was a terrific shot, Duke.
It was absolutely punch perfect from Khan. There's only one way to answer critics when you've been on a deck, and that's to get up and deck your opponent, and that's exactly what he did.
And down went Limond, and from there on, it was one-way traffic in Khan's direction. He looks hurt.
I'm fucking worried.
Okay? He's saying he's all right, so I'm not too sure.
You've got, haven't you? You've got everything.
feet already and sensing that this fight could end here in the 8th round. I wonder, how much has Limond got left?
Well, I think the knockdown has been far more detrimental to Limond than the Khan knockdown was to him. Limond's face is battered and bruised, swelling over both eyes, mouth's bleeding quite profusely now.
Oh, good shot again. Really good quality left hand from Khan. He's starting to open up now.
But he's got to be careful that he doesn't leave himself wide open, because he's looking for that bingo punch, looking to put Limond's lights out.
Well, it's the left hook that he's trying to tee off on, and right through this fight it's the right hand which has been the danger punch for Limond. Khan now is landing power shots with almost every blow he delivers.
He's got to be careful he doesn't punch himself out. He needs to pick his punches just a little bit better. Pep the jab and look for the right hand. Bring the left uppercut into play. Both boxers are tired. Both boxers are hurt. Who has the best resolve? Who can dig into the trenches?
What a dramatic fight this has turned out to be. Had all sorts of traffic problems here in London, in the south of England. A lot of fans had a long battle to get here in time for this, but those who've made it have been rewarded by some rich drama. Khan's left eye marking up. Limond's was bruised and battered from an early stage. His mouth now is in a bit of a mess. His nose is seeping blood as well. But bravely, this Scottish warrior still keeps going. Now, Khan is being told, taken back to his corner, and it's the glove. It's the binding which has worked loose, and that gives Limond a few seconds in which to take advice from his corner.
Limond would have needed those precious seconds, those invaluable seconds, just to regroup.
But Khan as well has found a new burst of energy. Such bravery from Limond. That's no knockdown. Khan swinging himself off his feet as he tried to throw that right uppercut. Duke spoke about Khan and the dangers of him blowing himself out, and as his work rate just drops in the closing seconds of this round, although that face of Limond is just a mask of pain and blood, Khan may be himself also really feeling the pace of what's turning out to be a grueling fight. Good work from Khan. Really good left hand. Great shot. And now it's Limond who wants to hold on. And welcome back. And the fight here is all over. Willie Limond has been called off, has been pulled out by his own corner. They said that the bleeding around the mouth and the swelling around the eye was just too much, and Amir Khan celebrates victory. They signalled to the referee literally a second or so before you rejoined us that the fight was over, and Amir Khan is the new Commonwealth champion. But what a dramatic fight that was. And Willie Limond showed that Khan, for all his talent, is still far from a finished story. He's a long way from the finished item. And Willie Limond is taking a very, very sporting round of applause from the crowd. And look at that, Oliver Harrison, Khan's trainer, is carrying him round the ring. What a lovely mark of respect that is. And didn't he battle hard? His nose is broken apparently. That was the reason given by the corner for getting him out of there, but his lips were gashed as well. His eye badly swollen. But Willie Limond, he gave a real man's performance in there tonight, and Amir Khan has been given by a long, long way the hardest night of his professional career.
Well, Limond's played his part in what we can only describe, John, as quite an exciting fight. He had pretty much everything. We've had the cuts, we've had the drama with the knockdown, you know, a cleanly contested fight, but Limond played his part, let's not forget that.
He certainly did. And Khan goes across to the far side. That's his mother giving him a hug there. She looked a very anxious lady a couple of rounds ago, 3 rounds ago, when Khan was on the floor and seemingly for the better part of 3/4 of a minute all over in place. Saj Mahmood, the fast bowler, the England bowler, his cousin is there as well, and apparently his jaw's damaged, Limond's jaw as well as his nose. So he really has taken a lot of punishment in there, but those two lads are going to be talking about this fight for a long, long time. 30-40 years from now, when they're long past their boxing careers, they'll remember that, and they'll remember that moment as well where they hug and Willie Limond says, "You won a good fight there," but Amir Khan, I'm sure, will have said to him, "You gave me one hell of a fight." Here's the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the commencement of round number 9, referee Mr. Marcus McDonnell, having taken instructions from the doctor that Willie Limond has broken his jaw and has accepted the retirement from Willie Limond, therefore your winner and new lightweight champion of the Commonwealth and still undefeated from Bolton, Amir Khan.
The celebrations begin. A broken jaw, the reason for Willie Limond's withdrawal. And listen to that cheer, which is specifically now for Willie Limond. No disgrace in defeat. And Khan, for all the fights and all the anxious faces in his family there, he will have learnt a lot from that.
Well, he's learned how to get up off the deck and turn a fight around, which shows a lot about fighting heart, John. We know he's got skill, speed, courage, but he showed a lot of fighting heart in there tonight. But, you know, let's get it right. You know, Willie Limond isn't the biggest puncher in the world, but he's hurt Khan. He did. He hurt him badly. For 30, 40 seconds, he was in a dangerous place, Amir Khan, and a bigger puncher just might have put him away there. But he turned it around, as you say, Duke. He got off the canvas, and what a great round he produced in round 7. All over the place in round 6, got up, put his man down in round 7, and from then on, there was only going to be one winner. And Amir Khan has made his way now to our interview position, and he's with Jim Rosenthal.
Amir, you got the belt around your waist, but goodness me, how hard did you have to work to earn that?
Oh yeah, you know what I mean, very hard. This is a professional game now, you know what I mean, it's not going to be easy. First major title, it's my 13th fight, and to do it, you know what I mean, it's wicked. Willie's a great fighter, you know what I mean, you can't take no credit away from him because he's a great fighter, you know what I mean, he's strong, he's kept going forward, he's skillful, but yeah, I enjoyed it, you know what I mean, I loved it in there, you know what I mean, no matter if it were 12 rounds. I was just loving it, every minute of it, you know what I mean? I was getting over anxious, try going in there, knocking him out, but I had to remember, look, it's a 12-round fight.
You went to the brink, though. You went to the brink at one stage. It looks like you were going to lose that fight.
Never, you know what I mean? I got caught with a shot.
Not even when you were down?
No, you know what I mean? That's boxing for you, you know what I mean? One change, it could have changed the fight, but it didn't, you know what I mean? That just shows I've got a good chin and I can come back from it, you know what I mean? I knew what was going on, you know what I mean? When I did get up, I knew what was happening, you know what I mean? He was putting pressure on me, but I just had to compose myself and just pick the right shots.
When you look at the video, you'll pick out a lot of mistakes, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Instantly, what do you feel didn't go right for you out there?
I think the timing just wasn't there, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was over anxious, just wanting to commit myself too much, you know what I mean? Instead of throwing just jabs and working myself inside, I was throwing combinations and running inside, which I made a mistake and got caught with that right hand.
It just goes to show, though, Amir, you've still slightly got the L plates on. You've still got a lot to learn in this game.
You know what I mean? This is all experience, you know what I mean? I've only had 13 fights. If it was 23 fights, then it's a different matter, you know what I mean? I'm going backwards, but I'm going the right way, you know what I mean?
Massive entertainment, though, for everybody watching on ITV1.
Definitely, you know what I mean?
Mr. Entertainer.
Everyone keeps saying, you know what I mean, we want a good fight. But that's boxing for you, know what I mean? Good fighters go down, come back up and knock the other person down. I did that.
I'll just say one thing to you finally, the pros at ringside would recognise your achievement in coming back the next round from a knockdown like that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's I've got hunger, you know what I mean? I wanted to get in there and win that title. I wanted that title more than Willie did, you know what I mean? That just proved it. I was biting my gum shield and getting in, you know what I mean? I was getting caught with shots, but I'm still coming back. You know what I mean? At least I've shown that I can take shots and I come back even though when I am hurt.
Great entertainment, Amir. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. I just want to say happy birthday to Danny, and I want to thank everyone in London for my first major title for coming down. Thank you very much.
Well done. Okay, over we go to Barry McGuigan. Well, you have to say about the young fella there, he knew he had been in a heck of a fight, but it was that aspect of coming back when all looked lost that could well set him apart in this business.
Well, he proved that he can come back, but he was badly shaken, and it would be silly to ignore the fact that Willie Limond is not a terrific puncher, and it does make you a little concerned about the future. We've always talked about him not keeping his hand up, and he did leave his chin hanging out, and he walked onto that sucker right hand over the top, and he was very lucky to get through that round because he's very badly hurt.
We always search for perfection. You always search for boxing perfection. Early in the rounds, before the 6th and the 7th, you spotted a couple of things you were not happy with.
Yeah, I thought his legs were lethargic. I thought he was lethargic in general. He wasn't snappy, and this is not taking anything away from Willie Limond. Willie Limond fought tremendously courageously, boxed a very sensible fight. But as soon as he walked in the ring, did I not say to you, he looked a little flat. He looked a little... he just looked like he'd overtrained, or he wasn't, maybe a little apprehensive or whatever, but he wasn't his normal self, and he wasn't sharp, and maybe 9 stone 9 is too light for him. Maybe he's trying to hold his weight down too much.
Okay, now he had been caught before, and he'd answered a few people looked and said, can he take a shot? We thought yes, but in the 6th he was really caught,
he was
and he was
badly
rocked.
hurt here, and I mean, you just have a look at it here. He was hit square on the chin, and then 3 times afterwards before he went down again. That's a really first class shot. There's another shot, and then there's another shot there again. So it's 3 solid shots in the chin.
He seemed to say that he was pushed down there, but...
Well, he was confused, but he was badly hurt. Just look at these here. He wasn't pushed down. Those are 3 solid punches. Willie Limond hit him with a chopping right hand, and there's another one just for measure. But the first shot was the one he walked straight onto it, hands down low, and that was him on the way down there. And that 3rd shot was the one that almost rendered him unconscious.
So now, yeah...
That's the first right hand again, we see it.
Absolutely.
And another solid little right hand. Willie hit him full square on the chin there.
Okay, so there he is. He's looking at the corner. He looks a bit disorientated. In this corner here, they are full of confidence. They've said he's weakening, go and get him now. But he turned it round in a round.
Went back to the corner. They said, look, you've got to go out and do something spectacular here. Get this kid with the right hand. And of course, that's what he done. Just went and got him. Showed real fighting heart. And you know, look at that right uppercut, left hand. And then there was a combination of punches which bowled Willie Limond over. In the process, broke his jaw, cracked his nose, and left him in a terrible state. So look, he really went for broke there. A little gung-ho, but he knew what he had to do. Beautiful right hand, the uppercut, and then the right hand over the top.
Just give us your considered thoughts about Amir Khan, about his immediate future. What sort of opponent would you look for next after this one?
Well, what he's got to do is he's got to go back to the drawing boards. He's got to fundamentally, he's got to get that hand up. We talked about that before. He has brilliant reflexes. They weren't as quick tonight, but he's got to learn to get that hand up and learn to move back and tuck his chin. But apart from that, you know, I mean, there was a real glaring defensive problems there tonight, and his doubters will say, oh yeah, well, we always knew that he was open. He was knocked down by Craig Watson and the amateurs, but he's back. He proved that he could win emphatically, and he knocked the guy out.
And it was exciting.
It was fantastically exciting, and I loved every second of it.
Let's hope we have as good a fight in our next contest. It was the heavyweight variety, 2 big men as well, Michael Sprott and Matt Skelton.